Whew. So I'm going to just wait for a few people to come in, then I'm going to say some stuff. Hey, how are you, Merrick? I don't know whether to call you Merrick or Mark. I never know. So Laura's sitting over there. Hey, Puss in Boots. Laura's sitting over there saying how I'm lying on her. And how, hi, Callie, and how I'm obsessed with her. Um, Laura's said a lot of shit the past 3 days, and I've paid no attention to any of it. I didn't go live. I've not been saying anything about Laura, really. But you mean to tell me that I'm obsessed when you tracked me down over on Wendy V's panel? And you want to tell your people that I'm lying about you? Laura, please point out where I ever lied. Hey, Amanda T. Hey, Sonia. Hey, Remy. I want to know where I lied. What did I lie about, Laura? Oh, because I called you a coward because you took your live down from last night? Hell yeah. You know some of the shit you saying? Let me get this straight. One day you had Ballet Babe up on your panel talking about how we were so jealous of her because she was so thin because she was a ballerina dancer. And then last night you go live saying how she's just this awful person trying to dox your doctor or some stupid shit, and how she's fat. And then you're talking about how this other woman's pussy stinks. Do you ever hear yourself, Laura? One day Corey was God's gift and so much better than any of us, and how she's such a truth teller, but now she's a liar because she went against something you said. Does anybody see a pattern here? Does anybody see how Laura's doing this? If you're not for her, she will drag you on every single thing she can. She will sit there and call you a liar. She will tell you you're obsessed. Look, I am not going to bow down to Laura. I never will. And let me tell you this, anytime she says some fucked up shit, I'm going to be right there to call it out. I am never going to be submissive when it comes to that woman, and I will call her out on her bullshit every single time. And another thing, Laura, prove where I've ever lied on you. I'm so sick of this shit. I have tried to be nice. I have tried to stay calm when everybody else is like, oh, well, let's just not talk about it, Sarah. Don't talk about Laura. Let's not do this. No, fuck that. I don't care. I have never been a follower. I've always stood on my own 2 feet and done whatever I wanted. And I'm not going to stop just because some people that I considered my friends want to go make peace with her. I'm not going to make peace with her. I have that right to not make peace with her. So therefore, I'm going to continue doing what I do. And if you don't want to be friends with me for that, then I'm sorry. I apologize. I tried to keep it to where, I'm not talking shit about her people or people that I considered my friend. And I'm still not going to do that. But damn, y'all make it motherfucking hard when you're over there in her chat saying, well, Sarah did this, Sarah did that, Sarah said this. Show me where I lied. Show me where I lied. I need to see it. I'm so tired of being the nice one all the time. I'm so tired of trying to tell this community that we can do better. And then somebody brings up something that I said months and months ago. Fuck no. I'm trying to make this place a little bit better so we don't all have to sit there and fight with each other. If you would just stop calling people cunts, or if you would stop talking about how their pussy smells, maybe this place would be better and nobody'd be talking about your dumb ass. I'm fucking done, dude. I'm so done. I don't care anymore. Like, if you want to see me go ham because you got some shit to say about me, I'll be that one, motherfucker. I'm done with you, Laura. I'm done. You don't faze me. You never have. You're a piece of shit human. That is all you are. You are a piece of shit human that is a master manipulator. You can manipulate the best of them. I give it to you. You know what? Kudos to you. If that's how you want to live your life, trying to manipulate people into believing your bullshit, that's fine. I can see through you, though. I can see through you, and you can't stand it. So therefore, you call me obsessed. You call me this. You call me that. You've been on panels for days mentioning my name, and I haven't said a damn thing. And then you want to sit there and follow me when I have something to say about you on Wendy V? That was one time. I haven't even been live. But I'm obsessed. Who's been on YouTube for fucking days, hours at a time? Not Sarah. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm just done. I'm done trying to be friends with people because obviously it's not going to work. It's not going to work because they're going to say, no, Sarah, now don't say this about Laura. We're trying to keep the peace. Don't call her out for something shitty that she said about one of your friends. No, just don't worry about it. Forget about it. Like Laura over there bringing up Tracey's shit from how long ago? Trying to manipulate everyone into thinking that it was Tracey's fault and she did it for Tracey. Bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. And sitting there trying to say that Tracey made money off that video. She never made a dime. Prove where she ever made a dime. You can't. Everybody thought you was an asshole for bringing that shit back up. You was the one that made the comment. I just wanted to make all of them feel bad. Oh, so it's okay to get up on a panel and lie about shit? Hey, Bailey. Hey, Brian. I'm sorry. I'm just fucking done. I don't agree with everything that everybody says, but I'm sure shit not going to call them out for it all the time. I don't even call your skank ass out all the time. Get bent. I'm going to drop a link. I'm fucking done. You're not going to sit there and try to intimidate me by trying to get me silent. Oh, hell no. You don't know me very well. I will talk about what I want when I want, and there's not a motherfucker out there that can get me to cow down. I guarantee you. Not even my husband can shut me up. He tries, but he can't. Oh, Lord. I'm done. I'm done sitting there watching her manipulate people and watching her lie and trying to twist things to make other people look bad to fit her narrative. So they flock to her and make all of us these bad people. I am not a bad person. You can keep trying that shit, Laura, and you can keep calling me a liar. I guarantee you I have never lied on your name. Please prove where I did, though. Sabrina, honey, I try to stay calm. I've done a lot of meditating the past few days, like a lot. When I say I've done a lot of meditating, I mean a lot. Like I haven't been online. I've been trying to figure out how to take this shit and what places to go with it, or maybe even leave it alone. But when you're sitting over there on a panel trying to say I'm lying about you is bullshit. I have never lied on you or anyone in this community. I don't need to lie on people. Telling lies about people is harder than telling the truth because you got to remember those lies. And if you sit there and say something and somebody else can prove it, you're in a world of hurt. That's why I don't lie. The things you said last night, Laura, was disgusting. It was vulgar, and you don't care because you're a garbage human. That's why you talk the way you do. You don't know any better because you're a piece of shit. You don't care who it hurts as long as you're the one making out to be the good guy. You're not going to pull this shit on me, Laura. It's not going to happen. You're not going to tell your people that I lie. If you're going to tell people that I lie, you need to prove it. Hey, Jules. Man, I do need to check my blood pressure. Actually, I quit taking my blood pressure meds. So, yeah, I've been a little elevated lately. I stopped seeing my doctor, so I don't get blood pressure medication anymore. And I'm one of those people that just can't go and doctor shop because I know how I've been in the past. So, yeah, even though it's been like 5 or 6 years since I've been sober, I just don't go looking for doctors because I'm still scared about that. So, yeah, I probably do need to go see a doctor about my blood pressure again. But at this point, I don't even care. Drop a link. I thought I did. I'll drop it again. I am not going to let somebody call me a liar when I know for a fact I never lied. And bitch, you want to call me a boomer? You got 10 years on me. 10. Call me a boomer again. Fucking bitch. I'm done. I am so done. Like, why am I going to sit here and keep trying to tell people, come on, guys, we can do better. We can do this without going so low. Why am I going to keep doing that when everybody tells me to shut up or calls me a dipshit or tells me I don't know what I'm talking about? I do know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I've called some people some pretty shitty names in the past, but don't you think that we could all get along better if we wasn't sitting there talking about people's vaginas? God, and talking about how they smell. That is so disgusting and degrading to say to someone. And you look trashy when you're doing it. I don't care who comes at me anymore. I don't give a fuck. You look trashy when you're sitting there talking about how another woman's lady bits stink. You're a disgusting garbage human. Oh, who's coming up? Hey.
Hey.
Dude, I'm done. Tracey, I'm
Okay.
done. I'm done trying to be the nice guy because where is it getting me? It's getting me and you to look like we're just these awful people, like we're trying to be the moral authority. No, nobody's trying to be the moral authority. People are just trying to get y'all to calm the fuck down and stop saying some of the things you do about people. That's all.
Okay. Well, first of all, she said her numbers tank when
Oh,
she talks about us. Okay. Well, as a businesswoman, Laura, if your numbers tank, but now they want to say that they were just saying song lyrics to a Tupac song. Now let me show you why that's not true, or let me tell you why that's not true. Because Detroit, yes, Detroit. Is it also in the song? Uh, let's see, what else did she say? Because you
I
had
don't.
your boyfriend, beat the baby out of you because you did not want it. Detroit, is that in the song? Tell me, Detroit. Tell me, Laura. Is that in the Tupac song TNT? Because I don't believe it is.
I don't know. I've never really liked Tupac. Like, I was always Biggie Smalls, so I don't know a lot about Tupac. I don't know. And see, and that's where we get into this. Like, I don't want to say anything about this topic because I do love Trisha. And that's
No,
where it makes
fuck
all of
Trisha.
this so fucking
Fuck
hard.
Trisha. She wants to get up there and lie and say that it was all a Tupac song. Fuck that.
I mean, the timing of it was definitely something to question. I mean, I'm not going to lie. It was something to question. I don't know. I I think Corey has said some shitty things, and it's just this vicious cycle that keeps going back and forth with them. And I don't
Yeah,
know.
they're dragging Corey. They're singing these song lyrics to the Tupac song. But again, let me ask you, does it say in the Tupac song that because you had your boyfriend beat the baby out of you because you did not want it, Corey? Fuck you, bitches. You think we're so fucking stupid to believe that? So, see, Laura, you're the idiot for not checking things out.
Oh, Laura's streaming me? Hey, Laura. Have you told anybody to go and put a needle in their arm and die lately? Just curious, Laura. You gonna try to silence me, Laura? Tell people where I lied about
She
you,
tracks us
Laura.
down. She tracks us down over at Wendy V's. Wendy V asked me to take a link to explain to her where the cancer shit came back up. And I told her, I don't know where it came back up. Laura made a total fool of herself once again by going live about it. But let's back up a little bit. When Ballet Babe was threatening me and going for me, she was the best thing since sliced bread. Now all of a sudden she's fat, her crotch stinks, blah blah blah. It doesn't feel so good, Laura, does it, to have it flipped on you? Does
Put your
it?
live back up, Laura. Since you ain't got nothing to be ashamed of, put your live back up. Miss I Never Take My Lives Down.
But they want to say it's a Tupac song. Well, tell me where that verse is, Detroit. Tell me where the verse in the Tupac song says that somebody wanted their baby beat out of them. You nasty bitch. Tell me where that said, TNT. And Amanda Lynn, I don't know why you got your knickers in a fucking knot and what you're so pissed off about. Why? Because when Sarah was up on your all's panel and you all tried to convince her, no, wait a minute. One person said, well, that's not a very good friend if they're
Well, I
trying
don't
to.
think they knew the backstory and like why I was leaving the pan or leaving Messenger when we was all being there. I don't think they understood what your comment meant. And at the time, I was really,
Oh,
you
but
know,
they're over there saying you totally agreed with Wendy V and them this morning.
that I agreed. Mm.
So nice try again, Laura. Nice try. You totally doxed out a woman, and all you have is rumor. But when she was going at me like that, you loved her. Just like when Corey was going at me, you loved her. You pulled her up on panel and you made her the best. You even did a video, the best of Corey MF Chainsaw. But now the tables are flipped there, Laura, and you don't like it.
I'm so obsessed with you, right, Laura? I've not even paid attention to your skank ass for over 3 days because I don't care. But when I see some things and when I hear some clips, hell yeah, I'm going to call that out because I don't like you. I am never going to like you. Nobody's ever going to try to force me to like you.
Why
It's
are
just
you
not going to
telling
happen.
why are you telling me to calm down, hairstylist gal? Why are you telling me to calm down? Number one, I'm not screaming like a village idiot like
That's
Laura
probably
did
me.
last night.
I need blood pressure meds.
And if you think I'm the reason that nobody can get along, hairstylist gal, you've not been around very long.
Yeah, Remy, I didn't say much. I didn't know what to say because I mean, I don't know. I don't know. There's some things that I'll talk about, and there's some things I just won't. And that's me trying to keep the peace. But obviously, it's not working too well because now we, as in Tracey and I, are being turned into these bad people. And that's not the case. Or that we're obsessed. That's not the case. Not at all.
I'm fine, hairstylist gal. I really am. But Laura is such a fucking hypocrite. She is such a gaslighter. But yeah, she didn't have no problem going live this morning before checking out what was really said by Detroit 313. Oh, that's just lyrics to a two-pack song. Really? Really? Yeah, everyone's obsessed about Laura. But see, Wendy V summed
Nobody's
it up.
obsessed with Laura. When Laura starts mentioning people's names, of course they're going to fucking respond. And that's all I've done today is respond.
Didn't
Laura
our
said
names
my
didn't our
name.
names get thrown in last night? What did we
Yes.
have to do with that? What did we have to do with that?
Every time Laura's on a panel, she mentions me or
It's
Tracey.
okay,
Most of the time
hairstylist.
it's Tracey, not me, but most of the time it's both of us. But I'm going to tell you this right now. Laura, you keep saying my name, I will go live every damn time you do. Don't fuck with me. You're not going to try to silence me. That shit ain't going to work. You will never try to intimidate me or blackmail me. It will never work because, bitch, I'll do it right back to you. Fuck you. I'm done. I'm done trying to sit there and be nice to people when it does me no good. I'm so done. You're not going to turn me into be this villain. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, but it was a Tupac song. Okay. Maybe and Laura, she just said that she didn't think Ballet Babe called her healthcare provider. Laura, are you so fucking stupid to think that your healthcare provider would give Ballet Babe any of your information?
Sabrina, I love her too. It's hard. It's really hard. It's hard for Trisha to do this. I know it is because I know that she likes me as much as I like her. So it's hard for us to sit here on panel and talk about the common denominator.
Well,
Laura's loving every bit of
Me
this.
and Trisha have always gone back and forth, and we always will, you know.
Trisha and I
But
went back and forth like one time, and I just, she and I are kind of close, and I want to be cool with her. And I even told her that, like, I don't want to fight with you. There's nothing for us to fight about. Like, we're both whatever. And I don't know. I don't know.
but for Trisha to get up there and say, "It's a fucking Tupac song, boomers, boomers."
I'm definitely not a boomer. Shit. I'm not even a
Well,
Karen.
maybe you should have checked. Maybe you should have checked the damn lyrics first.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't listen to that kind of music, so I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm a heavy metal girl. I never liked rap. My husband does. I don't. So I don't know.
Well, I definitely don't listen to him, but it wasn't hard to figure out that that wasn't a line in a Tupac song. Wasn't hard to figure it out at all. Yes, perplexed chimping again. And then has the nerve to say, "Why am I doing something for Ziggy? Is it to get money? Is it any of your fucking
Oh
business, Laura, why I'm doing something for Ziggy?" Because even though Ziggy was your Patreon, you totally ignored her. Why? Because Ziggy couldn't speak.
no, we all loved Ziggy, and she's not going to sit there and say, "Well, you didn't even know Ziggy." Yeah, we knew Ziggy.
Would Laura like, I'm not even going to stoop so low as to show Laura my private conversations with Ziggy. It's
Yeah,
not
she
going to
did, Jenny.
happen, Laura. So if I want to do a celebration of life for Ziggy, guess what? I will. And I'm going to tomorrow at 8 Eastern. So if you would like to join, oh, that's right. You pull a bitch move. You block me so I can't see you in chats. A lot of people knew Ziggy. A lot of people.
I don't know. I respect Ziggy, and I think that we can all come together, and pay our respects to her, regardless of any side or who's right or who's wrong. I mean, when somebody that was in our community passes, I mean, that's going to affect everybody. Even if you didn't know her, you're still going to, want to pay your respects.
What's the matter, Laura? What's the matter, Laura? You scared I'm going to make a fucking super chat? Is that what you're worried about, Laura? Because you definitely sit and count them. I can show you the screenshots of that too. Ziggy did have a big heart. And if I want to do a celebration of life for Ziggy, I'm sure the fuck gonna do it. And
Oh, Ziggy was a gem.
nothing Laura says is gonna change that.
Yeah.
And as a businesswoman, Laura, if speaking our name is dragging your numbers down, then don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. Quit speaking our names.
And I've said this from day one. I'm not doing videos or lives for Laura. I'm doing them because I want to. I'm doing my content because I chose to do it, and I have that right. If I want to sit there and mention your name, I'll do it. I haven't been, but I can. I don't like Laura. Therefore, I'm going to critique her on things she says and does. Sorry. If you don't like it, then don't watch. Laura.
Exactly. And don't follow us into chats, Laura, like you did this morning into Wendy V's. You don't even like Wendy V. Why would you come into her chat to track us down?
She did the same shit with Amanda Lynn when we was on Amanda Lynn's panel. She did the same damn thing. But we're obsessed. We're the obsessed
She
ones.
said the only reason I'm doing something for Ziggy is for money. Well, let me tell you something, Laura. You've yet to show proof. Because remember
Laura
when you
never
did
shows
something for
proof.
Ziggy? Remember
Yeah,
when you
exactly.
did something for Ziggy? You have yet to show proof that you have put anything other than $20 fucking for that emotional support dog. How much money did you make off of that, Laura?
Yeah.
How much money did you make off Ziggy that night? Want to go back and roll tape? Oh, but I'm going to donate all of my $1 Patreons to Ziggy.
Well said, Sandy.
But she's worried I might make a buck. Quit sweating my money, Laura, because I sure the fuck don't sweat yours.
Good morning, Margie, Shanna, Coffee Chat, Richard, Chainsaw, Miss Sandy. Yeah, like, you know, it's so ironic how you sit there and say that we're obsessed with you. But who's the one that goes live with us in your mouth? You do. You're the one that anytime you go on panel, you bring up Sarah and Tracey.
Yep. There's no
Every
one.
time.
Wendy V summed it up perfect this morning. There's no one left for Laura to go at. There's no one left. She can't go at Ask 274 because Ask 274 is sitting in her chat. She can't go at Amanda Lynn because Amanda Lynn is sitting in her chat. She can't go at Hello Starlight because Hello Starlight is sitting in her chat. Who else is she gonna want to? Yes, Zig wanted a service dog so much, and Laura went live and said she was donating money to a service dog um, charity. Where is it, Laura? Do you think $20 that you dropped in the bucket, is that your idea?
And I don't care if you call me names, Laura. I really don't care. That doesn't faze me a bit. But when you tell your people that I'm a liar, show some proof. Because I'm going to go live and call you out every time you do that because I have never once lied on you.
She sits up there and spews so much bullshit. So much bullshit. And then for Amanda Lynn to come rushing in saying, "Oh, I'm going live. I'm going live because I am so pissed." What are you pissed about, Amanda Lynn? Your name didn't even come up. What are you so pissed about?
Oh, I didn't even see that. I don't know. See, when I go into Laura's live, I don't watch the chat for a reason. Like some most of the time I don't even want to know. I'm only focused on when Laura's talking about me or mentioning me. So, yeah, I have no idea what's going on in the chat.
Because I brought it up. Then when we were all on panel together and they were telling you to take a break, take a break, take a break, and then somebody said, "Well, I don't think that was very. I don't think that that showed Tracey was a very good friend to
Look, Laura
Sarah."
is eating this up. She's wanting people to turn on us, to not be friends with us, not to even coexist with us, because she feels like we are the ones that have caused all these problems for Laura. So now it's her turn to make us look bad any way she can. She just did the same shit with Tiffany. I'm going to call this out and I don't care who gets mad. I'm going to tell you what happened. Laura and Makeup Mobster was sitting there on a few lives talking about Tiffany. Tiffany hadn't even came back. She wasn't even in chats. But if you're going to sit there and talk about Tiffany like that, why are you getting bent when she's back in here making comments or making videos? How are you going to sit there and whine and complain about that? You brought her back by talking about her. And she's got every right to defend herself when you're talking shit on her. I don't care who it is. If you're talking shit about Gandhi, he's got the right to come back and say that that's not true. Damn.
Now, Sarah, come on. You know that we're only obsessed with her. That's the only reason. But yet, in every single live she does, she throws my name in there, your name in there, every single live. Even if it's only for a minute, even if it's only to make a jab, she throws it in there.
Laura's mission is to try to turn everyone against us. Guaranteed. I know how Laura works. That's exactly what she's doing. She will lie, manipulate to have people believe her narrative on how things have happened. And you're not going to do that to me, Laura. You're not going to sit there and lie on my name just to try to get people against me. It's not going to work.
I stand on my morals. And like I said last night, even Laura said, I only put on private the worst of the worst. Well, if you only private the worst of the worst, then go back and listen to some of hers that isn't on private.
I don't know. I'm not going to be proud and sit there and be in someone's chat that wishes death on someone by
And like I said, did
needle.
anybody see her thumbnail when she was going at me? It was an arm with a needle in it. Did anybody see that? Did anybody stand up and say, well, that's just wrong, Laura? You shouldn't do that.
No, because
But
Laura will come back and try to intimidate them, like she did with Ballet Babe last night. She threw out Ballet Babe's information saying, oh my God, why is that okay to try to intimidate Ballet Babe? Why are you looking her information up? What did
when
she do
she
to you,
knows,
Laura?
when
Show
she
proof that Ballet
knows
Babe.
that Ballet Babe didn't call her insurance company, it's not possible. But I'm going to go ahead and dox the shit out of her and say nasty things about her. But when Ballet Babe was coming at me, oh, she was the best thing. She was the best thing when she was coming at me and my kid. See how this works, people? See how this works? If you don't see it, then I don't know what to tell you. It looks like her subscribers have unsubbed because she's a vile POS, but her views have gone up because she won't shut the fuck up about you guys. Oh no, oh no. According to her, we bring her stream down. When she talks about us, her numbers go down.
She
Well, then
says, nobody gives a
not
fuck
a
about
very
Sarah.
she's not a very good businesswoman, is she?
Actually, Laura, people do give a shit about me. That's why they won't sit there and trash me the way you want them to.
She just is she I can't help but sometimes laugh at her. I mean, sometimes you just have to sit back and laugh at her.
Hey, Pixie. Miss Tatum Page. Oh, wow. You could hear Pink on the phone saying she was going to contact her, as in Ballet Babe's family. Wow.
I'm not getting in the middle of Pink and Ballet Babe's argument. That's between Pink and Ballet Babe. But obviously, going real life around here is cool. I mean, I've been threatened with the police called on me. Brian's had CPS called on him. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's acceptable.
She age shamed Ballet Babe last night. She said a lot of things that were really mean and hurtful, but that's okay. Because Laura, somebody got into Laura's ear and said that Ballet Babe was trying to get a hold of her insurance or doctor or whatever. Come the fuck on. Look for the proof. See the proof before you just sit out there and dox someone like that. What is wrong with you? And then Laura, she always says, well, I don't dox people. Doxing people's so wrong. Oh, really? Last night you might have had me a little confused.
Just like she doesn't show screenshots.
Yeah.
Just like she doesn't show screenshots. Social Blade shows her subscribers have gone down 5.8%, but her views have gone up 39%. Well, I don't know nothing about that. Okay, she made a video, so who's going to honestly believe that? I mean, Ballet Babe threatened me with the cops all the time.
She threatened me too.
Every other day, a cop was coming to my door, according to Ballet Babe, but it never happened.
And it never got so dirty where we wanted to like dox her or anything.
No.
It stayed on
I
YouTube.
had
Like,
somebody offer me Ballet Babe's information, and I didn't need it.
don't care. Oh Lord.
But of course, again, Laura over there making a fool out of herself and
Hey,
bringing,
happy, happy, happy.
yeah, 50 crimes in 50 days. She made it to Connecticut, I believe, or maybe Delaware. But who cares? When does Laura start anything and finish it? Oh, yeah, her swimming pool. I will give her kudos for that. I will give her kudos for that.
Oh, I'm just gonna stay quiet.
If Ballet Babe made videos about me, telling me the police were coming for me,
See,
telling
I
me,
haven't seen
but
Ballet
Laura,
Babe's videos. Did
well,
Ballet
she
Babe
took it
sit
down.
there in her video and say that she contacted a doctor or the insurance company? Did she do that? I'm just curious. I don't know.
But she took, okay, but common sense, and Laura just said, I don't believe Ballet Babe called my insurance company. And TNT, I don't care what your money. I don't care what you do with your money. I think she just said um, every time you all say Laura's name, she will cash app Laura $50. Laura, 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 Laura. What are you up to? What are you up to?
Maybe she can get her a pool.
Drop her 500. I don't give a shit what you do with your money, Trisha. Hello, Captain Obvious.
I came on
She knew
originally
Ballet
to
Babe
say,
didn't. She knew Ballet Babe did not contact her healthcare provider. She knew it, but she needed a reason to go live last night and trash somebody. She needed that because it is rattle your can season.
well, Bailey Vex, the reason they do that is because they think they look intimidating to hold that over someone's head. Well, if you do this, I'll dox you. If you say that, I'll dox you. It That's all it is. And why people
Of course,
can't
she
see.
admitted it, Amanda T, because she's not so stupid. She's not. She needed a reason to go live last night and trash somebody.
No, and Tatum, they won't. The HIPAA laws, they won't allow you to do that. There's HIPAA laws just for that reason.
I can't just number one. How would Ballet Babe know her healthcare provider? Common sense.
Right. And
Common
that was
sense
my
there.
only question. Like, how would she even know this to do that? How would she? I don't know. How does she know your insurance company? Oh, God.
But Laura needed a reason to go live last night and bash somebody, and she's running out of people. She's running out of people to bash. All of her bash people are now um, getting along with her. Everybody that she's been able to bash is now getting along with her. That leaves me, you, and Wendy, and not Wendy V.
Yeah.
She's running out of people to bash. She's going to have to move to a whole new community because at some point her people are going to start saying, I don't want to hear
KK.
about Tracy and Sarah anymore. And then she wants to say something about me doing a celebration of life about Ziggy. Why do you care, Laura?
And then Laura says that I've never proved her to do anything wrong. Have you seen all my videos, Laura? Are you kidding me right now? There's many times that I've called you out for shit and you knew you was wrong. But no, I never call you out, right?
Yeah, she just gaslit it. Just like when she planned her uh, overdose or whatever. You all don't know what was behind that. Well, yeah. It pretty much speaks for itself, Laura.
Right. They were your own words. How did we get that wrong? Somebody? Hello? I don't know.
Laura getting along with people who called CPS on her. Oh, yeah, she's done accused everybody in the community of calling CPS on her.
I
But now
wonder if
they're
her
all
FBI
scared.
friend
So
has
good
gotten
luck.
any further information on that.
All I can say is once bitten, twice shy.
I've never called CPS on anyone, nor have I called the police on anyone, especially from YouTube. It's just not something I'm going to do. Do I think it's right? Absolutely not. Do I think it's right to sit there and, threaten people with calling the cops on them? No, you're a cheese ball. I mean, like, why are you going to sit there and threaten to call the cops on somebody? You look foolish. And I'm just saying, even if you are kidding, you look foolish. You look ignorant.
Yep. And that's what I told Ballet Babe when she was doing it to me. I said, let me know when they're coming, and I'll put on a hot pot of coffee and some muffins or something. But now Fod did say she would call the police on me, and I don't put anything past her since she's a no.
Oh, but it's okay if FOD does that because FOD was just kidding.
Yeah, it's just Fod. It's just Fod. That's what they said. That's what she does. That's what
And
she.
whenever she, makes a troll account with somebody's real name and or YouTube name and picture, that's just FOD. It's okay.
Yeah, it's all. It's just Fod. Y'all need to get used to Fod. No, I don't have to get used to Fod. I
It's
don't
not
have to.
okay to use anyone's avatar and name if you're not that person. It's not okay. There was like a few years ago that someone actually did that to me with my kid. Holy shit, I went nuts on this person. It's not okay to use anybody's personal information for your gain or for your entertainment. It's not funny. Like, just stop.
Oh, her new rules on who she dictated should be allowed to critique her or question her. Longtime subs who are loyal only, Patreons and members only. Okay, let's see how that works out for you, Laura.
Yeah.
Let's see how that works out for you.
She can't tell me what to do. And I'm telling you right now, my husband can't even control what I say or do. What makes her think she's going to control what I say or do?
She used to think she could. That
Yeah.
used to be one of the things that would piss her off the most is when I still supported her and I would go live. And you can ask any Patreon in here, the ex Patreon in here. She would be like, "Don't go live about that. They're just bottom feeders. Don't go live about that."
Yeah.
And then she'd turn around and go live about it. I'd be like, "Are you kidding me?" So now only subs, loyal subs, members, and Patreons can talk about her or critique her. Well, let's see how that works out for you, Laura. Okay? Because you don't make the rules on YouTube. As a
No,
matter
and
of
she sure as
fact,
shit isn't going to make any rules on me. That
as
is not
a
going
matter
to
of
happen.
fact, you violate several rules on YouTube. How many channels do you have, Laura? Not just the three. Not there's channels out there you forgot about. Is perplexed still dating the FBI guy that watches her stream daily? Oh, I didn't know she said she dated him. She just said
Oh,
she had her own FBI guy. Instead of running us down in Wendy V's chat, in Wendy V's live stream, who she doesn't even like, instead of running us down, why aren't you planning your Disney trip?
and look, everybody has the right to get on their panel and discuss whatever they want. Just be honest. Don't sit there and try to gaslight your people into thinking that Sarah lied on you. Why don't you show some proof where Sarah lied? I can't
Exactly.
stand that.
She has yet to bring a lie forward. She has yet to bring a lie forward. Just like she said the other day that she would make a list of all the shady shit I've done. And I told her, you go right ahead. because your list is going to be zip. But let me make a list of all the shady shit you've done.
Ugh. Like,
Let me
I've
make a
needed.
list of all the horrible things you've said. Now you go and find a clip where I've ever told somebody to stick a needle in their arm and die. You go find a clip where I've ever said something about their deceased child. You go find a clip where I have ever said the things you have said, that you would violently rape a woman if she was standing in front of you. Please go find that clip, Laura.
It doesn't exist.
I'm challenging you to go find that clip.
Hey, buddy. What's up?
I don't give a shit about her skin removal surgery. I don't give a shit. Remember her puppy fund? Did she ever get a puppy? Nope. Remember her puppy fund? Remember her attorney fund?
I've probably only got like 20 more minutes to be on here. When did you ever think there would be a day that the game Dungeons and Dragons is being held at a church? My son said, "Mom, can you take me up to church in like 20 minutes? I got a D&D game."
Really?
Yeah, but I mean, it's cool. I get it. These churches are, opening up, doing different things to try to get these kids to,
Well,
you
I'm
know.
glad they're trying to give them something to do.
Yeah, I just never thought I'd see the day where kids are going to a church to play Dungeons and Dragons. I think that's kind of funny. But, I mean, they feed them like donuts and drinks, and they kind of talk to them a little, which I think is cool too. So,
I do too. These kids
yeah.
have been cooped up long enough, man. I'm totally cool with that. Make him wear his mask. But yeah,
Yeah,
Laura,
yeah, for
if
sure.
talking about me and Sarah brings your numbers down, then as a businesswoman, wouldn't you think you'd quit doing it? Wouldn't you think you'd quit doing it? Now, Laura never takes responsibility for her daily toxicity. You're right.
Toxicity.
Yeah, you're right. She never does. She never takes responsibility for anything. She says she apologizes. She never once apologizes personally to the person. She just gives an umbrella apology, and everybody's just supposed to accept it and move along.
Well, okay, and here's the thing. If you're going to apologize to someone, apologize to them for whatever you hurt them with or offended them with. Don't just sit there and say, "Oh, I apologize for anything and everything I ever done to you." That doesn't count cuz that's not genuine, you know? And it's so funny that Laura says, "Well, I apologize to whatever I said about her kid." No, you didn't. And no, I didn't know you said that long ago. I only found out once I left your stupid Patreon. If I'd have known that you said that beforehand, I would have never been in your Patreon ever. The only thing that was good out of that Patreon is some of the ladies I met. So there's that. And then I heard Laura the other day. She flew out of her mouth and said, "Well, Sarah's talked about my kid." No, I have never talked about your kid. Never.
I've never said anything. All I've ever done is offer her kids prayers when Sage was sick, Phoenix was sick, and don't say I'm doxing them, Laura. You say their names every day. When Sage was sick, I offered her prayers. When Phoenix was sick, I offered her prayer or offered him prayers. Actually, I offered the entire family prayers because I didn't want to see any of them get sick. But I've never spoke ill of her children. As a matter of fact, all of her children seem like Great kids.
There's Ballet Babe. Hey, girl,
I have
how are you?
to honestly say that Dayton is my favorite, and only because he's got such a silly personality that you just have to love. But
And
Laura is violating YouTube standards every single day. She had a channel that was taken down, and it's in the YouTube standards that once you've been whacked, you can't come back. She's got three channels that she actually works on, and then she's got channels floating around out there that she doesn't even know about.
Ballet Babe, I'm sorry. I The things that was said about you last night was wrong. And I'm just going to put all since we're discussing all of this, I'm just going to throw it all out there. The reason that I haven't been watching Laura is because I am kind of hurt because some of the people that are in there, I'm just like, whoa, what the fuck is happening? So I don't want to see certain comments. I don't want to see things that are said because I do have feelings. I do have emotions and I get hurt easily. Whatever. There's that. It
I
I
mean,
don't
anyway,
want to know. Sometimes I just don't want to know. But when somebody sends me a clip or if I see a screenshot, Jesus Christ, do you expect me not to say something? Like you're sitting there trashing Ballet Babe, like trashing her and intimidating her by saying, well, I've got your information and I'll use it if you keep doing this or this or this. Why are you doing that? That's blackmail. You can't be doing that with your business.
she always tries that shit. You know
You
how
can't
much
do that
attention
shit.
I pay to any of that shit? Even when Ballet Babe, no offense, was doing that shit, saying she was going to go legal on me, I was like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah, I
You know,
kind of taunted Ballet Babe with that.
you know,
Sorry, Ballet
whatever.
Babe.
Go
I
legal.
mean,
I don't care.
yeah, but we never went full tilt and said, we're going to dox you if you keep
No.
this up.
As a matter of fact,
Well, okay, maybe I did. I made a comment in an email to Ballet Babe. I did. Okay, there's that. But me and Ballet Babe was able to and I didn't mean it. I wasn't gonna drop her IP address anywhere. I just said that because I was mad. And there we go. We say things when
bye,
we get mad.
hairstylist. Have a good day.
Me
It,
and
it's
Ballet Babe worked through it. That's all I'm trying to say. So.
and see, that's okay. Just like it's okay that Laura has worked through things with other people out there. That's okay.
Oh, and you watch. Laura's gonna bring that up. Well, Sarah threatened to put her IP address out. You just wait. Laura's gonna run with that one as hard as she can.
Well, I thought she was streaming you anyways.
Oh, I don't know if she is or not. I could really care less. If it gives her content, go for it.
That's pretty
But
much how.
we're obsessed. We're the obsessed ones. And then, I really didn't want to keep my mouth shut a few days ago. And the only reason I did was out of respect for Wendy and for Tracey when they was on Tawanda's panel. I wanted to go live and just really put it to Laura because Tracey never wanted that shit out there that Laura did. Tracey didn't want that. Tracey didn't want anyone thinking she had her cancer back. Tracey was afraid that maybe if she did go get this stuff done, that it would say it came back. That was it. Tracey never wanted it out there that she had cancer again. That's why she went live saying, no, I think Laura did this. I don't know. I don't know.
I went live saying that Laura was mistaken until I
Right.
got the screenshot saying that she did it out of meanness. And why she decided to bring that back up the other night, that only made her look foolish, not
Because
me.
she wanted to make it look like you was a liar, like you're the bad guy, like it was you that made all of this happen. No, we hadn't even talked about it since August. And when we did talk about it, we were showing a screenshot where Laura said that she was doing it to make these people feel bad. So right there shows you that Laura will lie just to get people's sympathy. And
Or
Tracey had to
to
go
make them,
behind and clean
yeah,
it all up.
she was going after Brian and Kiki.
Yeah.
But I was asleep. She even admits in her video I was sound asleep. So, in her upload, whatever, Laura, you made yourself look like a fool. Okay? I don't know what else to say. You made yourself look like a freaking fool. 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 I'm going to say Laura, 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 Laura. Now, how much money do you owe her now, TNT?
Is Boots wanting to come up?
Yeah, I think so.
Anybody can grab a link. Then you guys can talk, and then I can go tell my husband to take my kid up to the church. I don't want to go anywhere. I've gotten to the point to where I just don't even want to leave the house. I'm freaked out to even leave. I hate the
I know.
whole
I'm like that
mask
too.
wearing thing. I hate it.
And yeah, uh, it's not my fault that Laura makes a fool out of herself every time she opens her mouth. But if she would just quit saying our name, I'd quit saying hers. Well, no, I probably wouldn't. I'm still going to call her out for her dumb shit. Because
Well,
why?
yeah, and I am too. And that's what she hates about us. That's why she's trying to spin this narrative that we're bad, that we're liars, that we're so obsessed. It has absolutely nothing to do with obsession because trust and believe, I would have called you out for more shit than I have if it had anything to do with an obsession.
And because I was joking and said I'm obsessed with the possessed. Oh God, she had to
Oh
do
my
it.
God. Then she said that we think about her when we're having sex. Yeah, I can tell you that's absolutely not true. Oh
Ooh,
my God.
ooh, you mean with all that nasty shit under her fingernails
Dude, she
and
hasn't taken a shower in 3 days.
3 days? Yeah, Laura, you're what I think of.
Talking about smelling. I'm just going to be quiet. I'm not kidding. She's the one that said
Just
she goes without a shower for 3 days. So, shit.
she just says the stupidest shit, and I mean, at some point, and I do. I actually
If you're
said,
going to talk shit about me or Tracy, I'm going to talk shit about you, Laura. Now what? What are you going to do? Threaten me with, oh, well, I'm going to tell everybody about the personal stuff Sarah said to me. Go ahead. I don't care. She tries to throw that in my face. It ain't going to work.
yeah, well, I've never really told her anything personal. I fucked up and told her, oops, I screwed up and told her about my son, but I talked about my son on my channel, and I'm not embarrassed of that, you know. So, but in order to go at me, her thumbnail, like I said, was a needle with an arm in it. An arm with it, sorry, an arm with a needle in it. That was her way of going at me.
You know what, Laura? Why don't you go ahead and show that? Because I'm pretty sure what I talked to you about was the fact that my husband and I was having problems because he was out of work at the time. So yeah, I confided in you about that. So there's
Hey,
that. And I also told you that I was winging myself off of some medication. Yeah, why don't you talk about that, Laura? It'll
I did.
make you look like the biggest dirt bag there ever was. Go ahead and talk about it. Show everyone. I'm giving you permission to show it. Oh shit.
What? Did Puss take the link?
Sorry, ballet babe. Are you there?
I think so.
Oh, there she is. Hey.
Am I?
Yeah.
I
You're
haven't
awesome.
done this very often.
How are you doing?
I'm okay considering I've had about 2 hours of sleep.
Ballet
I'm
Babe,
sorry.
remember how much Laura loved you when you were going at me? Remember how much she adored you when you were going at
Oh,
me?
Tracy, she loved me. She complimented me. She encouraged me to go after you. And then she took my wrench because I was fighting with you.
Yeah.
I mean, the woman makes absolutely no sense.
And then she tried to
Very,
fat shame you last night. She tried to age shame you last night. And then she tried to
she, tried,
intimidate you with your personal information.
she tried to fat shame me. I weigh 100 pounds.
Right.
100 pounds. So how am I fat? She's the tubby one that's looking to have surgery. I'm hearing echoes. What's going on?
And,
I'm not sure. I don't think it's from me. Is it my side or is it? Let me mute and see if it still happens.
and you were never a ballerina, Ballet Babe, just to let you know. That's what Laura thinks. You were never a
Well,
ballerina. I personally know what you do. You're a choreographer, but Laura can't even say choreographer. So there you go.
I was a dancer. And then I was an instructor. I had my own studio, and now I'm a choreographer in a large city. So Laura doesn't know what she's talking about, but then again, it's none of her business. But the thing that really has me pissed is that Pink Lady Luck. I was informed by somebody this morning that Pink Lady Luck is the one that is giving Laura my information. Now, Pink thinks she knows everything about me because I at one time spoke with Tony Stark. I didn't tell Tony Stark all my information. I told Tony Stark a bunch of false information because she was asking too many questions and I thought it was none of her business. So why Pink gets involved in everything is beyond me. Tracey, I swear in my mother's grave, I never sent Pink anything that had anything to do with Jewish. I don't know where that story came from.
I think it had to do with the little thing that the little video you did where the baby had the swastika on its outfit or whatever. But I can
But it
tell
had
you
nothing
this.
to do with Pink. Nothing.
Oh, okay. I didn't see it. I don't. I'm just saying. I I'm not getting in the middle of you and Pink. You and Pink go way back, and I'm not getting in the middle of you and Pink. Uh,
That's okay. I don't blame you. You there?
I'm
yeah,
really sorry
Ballet
that
Babe. I don't believe that Pink doesn't talk to Pink at all. Tawanda, Pink talks
I
to Pink.
I thought that Pink and Laura were enemies.
Oh, I don't know. Like I said, like I said, I didn't, I didn't hear Pink call in. Other people heard it. I don't know. Uh,
Somebody heard something because I got an email this morning. I can't say who it was from, but yeah, I don't understand why Pink's getting involved.
sorry guys, I need to get Brandon up real quick. Just talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back.
well, I think Puss in Boots wanted to come up because Puss in Boots and Ziggy had a really, really close relationship. Me and Ziggy had a few laughs together, but of course, I didn't know her like, some of them did. She was a member of Laura's Patreon. And
Well, Brian, from what I understand, Pink Lady Luck was going to give Tracey my information when Tracey and I were fighting. And now Tracey's threatening to give my information to Laura, from what I'm hearing. I don't know if any of this is true. I just
I'm
know
not
that,
giving your information to anybody.
Oh,
oh, I
that's
know that.
definitely not true.
I know that, Tracey. But what I'm saying is, I heard that Pink, when you and I were fighting, I heard that Pink Lady Luck was going to give you my information.
Well, I
Now,
can tell you she didn't.
I know one thing. Um, I don't know why Pink's involved with any of this. Pink and I were battling a couple years ago. I mean, so she doesn't have anything to do with any of this. And she didn't have anything to do with that video. That video was a video. What I did was I Googled pictures of babies in funny costumes. There just happened to be one that was dressed like a little Hitler. I thought it was funny. Crucify me. That picture was up for probably 3 seconds, 3 to 7 seconds in that video, and it was removed immediately when I realized it was hurting people's feelings. But it was a funny video, and it was about babies dressed in costumes. It had nothing to do with Pink. So how she ever got that I was attacking her and all that is beyond me. But
Did
anyway,
you do it? Did you do a video, Ballet Babe, saying you were going to contact or you had contacted Laura's healthcare provider? I don't know. I
yes,
didn't
I
see
did.
it. I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's on my new channel. That's why you didn't see it.
Oh,
I started a drama channel where I'm just attacking Laura because I'm sick of her. Kind of like what you guys are doing, but I didn't want it to be with my dance videos. Laura's under investigation right now for what she's done to me because As far as I know, she sold my phone number and email. That's against the law. And I'm sure I'm not the only one that she's done this to. If she's done it to me, she's done it to others. I gave Laura my phone number on a Friday night. Saturday morning, my phone started to explode with phone calls, and my email. Now, that's too much of a coincidence for me. And I don't lie when I say I have the law in my family. I do. And I'll use it when I have to.
Well,
So,
I can honestly say Laura never sold my information to anybody. I'm not going to sit here. I mean, she might have done it to you. I'm not, your feelings are valid, but she never sold my information. My information wouldn't be worth 2 cents. So, Laura, if you sell my information, you owe me a penny.
well, my problem is I'm part owner of a business. She's messing with my business, and she's trying to ruin my reputation and screw with my business phone, which that I gave her, which was stupid. But I'm not going to tolerate her. And yes, I said that about her because I did tell my lawyer about her sitting bragging about how she purposely got fat so that she could have this surgery. That's insurance fraud. That is against the law. Um, so yeah, he has that video. He has a copy of it. Now she wants to get ugly. I can get ugly right back. But this is why our insurance rates are so high, because of people like Laura. You don't purposely get fat so you can have surgery. You
Okay, but
exercise.
Belly Babe, I have to, and I'm not coming at you, but you have to know that when Laura says something like that, she's just being stupid. She doesn't mean it. Laura got fat because she got fat because she sits in a chair all day.
Oh, I agree, and I said
But,
that too.
you know, uh, but for Laura to say, "Oh, I got fat so I could," no, nobody gets fat on purpose just to have a surgery that is not comfortable. So anything that Laura would say like that, I would be like, yeah, whatever. I mean, you got to pick your battles here. And for Laura to say something like that, I think everybody probably knew that she was bullshitting. Uh, Nobody gets fat on purpose. I mean, just to have a surgery, it just doesn't happen. You know, is she rattling her can to get her skin surgery paid for? Maybe, but whatever.
I don't think
What?
it's right to reach out and call an insurance provider. I mean, I just wish we would all leave the real life stuff alone.
I didn't call anybody.
Right.
I just gave the video to my lawyer because he is the one that is researching if she sold my number on that. And I will have her fined if it leads back to her 100%. And I'm sure she will get fined for it. You just don't sell people's information. It's against the law. So, especially when someone's in a business. See, Laura don't know I have a business because she doesn't know much about me. I don't really like sit and divulge all my information to everybody on here because these people are crazy. I mean, look at what goes on in this community. It's crazy. This isn't what YouTube was put here for.
I agree, Mel.
I
I
mean,
was
did we
talking
all
to the
come
chat.
on here? Did we all come on here to do this, or did we all come on here to have fun? I
I
came
just
on
say
here to have
leave.
fun.
I just say leave real life out, no matter who you are. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. Everybody should leave real life out of things. Don't threaten to go real life, just like Fod said she's going to call the police on me. Well, I'll do the same damn thing. I'll make a hot pot of coffee and I'll have muffins waiting on them. You know, but for people to say, oh, well, that's just FOD. Now, if Brian St. John, now I'm just going to use Brian as an example. If Brian was to get on a panel and say he was going to call the police on somebody, they would flip their shit. But because it's just FOD, it's just FOD. Just get used to FOD. Just get used to it. No, I don't have to get used to FOD. I don't like FOD. I don't like her behavior. And the thing is, FOD came at me first.
Tracy, you gotta
So
go look at my it's called Bitching Ballet, my my new channel where I'm attacking Laura. because I got a very strange email last night, like in the middle of the night, saying that FOD is going to be, I guess, has these people and everybody's going to be following me and trying to get all my information and stuff. And I posted the comment because the dummy posted it and then they deleted it, but I copied it in the meantime. I'm a little bit smarter than some of these people. And I posted it on that new page. So I don't know if that's true or not, but evidently FOD and Laura are now working together to dox me.
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I
I
mean,
wouldn't either.
FOD's been doxed in the buttocks everywhere. But where did somebody, I mean, it is what it is. Sorry,
And
FOD, you act like an idiot, you get treated like an idiot. I don't agree in doxing, not even FOD. I don't agree with real life. Doesn't matter who it is. Don't go real life. Don't dip into somebody's
No,
real life.
because
Don't bring their family into it.
well, I would have never ever looked anybody's information up. But when you sell my phone number and my email, yeah, I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to look into it because it caused me a lot of problems. I mean, I was getting 50, 60 phone calls a day. I normally get maybe 3 to 6 phone calls a day on that line.
But you have to be able to prove that, Ballet Babe, is my only point.
Oh, I realize that. That's why I have a lawyer working on it. I mean, that's all I can do.
If you can prove it, you can prove it. But I can honestly say Laura never used my information for anything. But she knows how boring I am. She knows I'm broke. Ain't nobody going to get shit out of me. So why would anybody, I can just say Laura's never used my information for anything. That's all I can say. And real life is real life, and I don't care who you are. Should you have been doxxed out of the buttocks on her channel last night? No. Should she have been threatening you with releasing your information? No. But then again, don't threaten to call somebody's health care. I mean, I'm just looking at it from both sides.
You know what, Tracey? I didn't even hear her live last night. I don't even want to hear it.
She took it down.
Well, that's probably in her best interest.
I mean, and I don't even know that she doxed your information. I just know that she threatened you with it.
Somebody told me she was doing that. It's amazing the people that you get information from that you never talk to and you don't even know who they are. But I was getting all this information, and it was like in the middle of the night, and I thought, I'm not going to go listen to it because it's going to piss me off more. And where's it going to get me? It's just going to raise my blood pressure. So I went to bed after I wrote several emails. But yeah, I don't know what her problem is. I thought that I thought Laura was getting out of the drama.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, she says that me and Sarah, our names bring her channel down, brings her views down. Well, as a business lady, you would. Oh, the leaves are falling. It's so pretty. You hear them? As a business lady, you would think if our names bring her views down, that she will quit using them. I mean, I'm just trying to help you out, Laura. You throw our names into every single live, every live. Me and Sarah, our names get thrown in there. If it's not me and Sarah, then it's me and Tawanda. If it's not me and Tawanda, then it's me and so and so. It's always me though. But for her to chase us down in Wendy V's live this morning, when Wendy V asked me to take a link and explain something to her, who's obsessed with who, Laura? And then you have me blocked so I can't even read your damn comments. Bitch move. Bitch move.
She did that to me too. She blocked me. I mean, when she started all this with me, when she took my wrench, and one of the reasons was because I was fighting with you, Tracey, which makes no sense to me at all when she was encouraging it. And then she accused me of this swastika thing with pink, which never happened. And I asked her to let me come up on panel, and she would not do it. Now, where's the proof? Number one. And why do I have no say? Why do I not have a chance? And that is why I went on Tiffany's panel, because Tiffany was the only one that opened up her panel for me and let me speak and tell my side of the story. Nenny was going to do it, but then Tiffany did it first. But I mean, Laura's always the one that wants proof. Well, where's my proof? And why did I not have a voice in any of this? I mean, if you're going to slam me or accuse me of something, at least give me a chance to tell my side of it. But you know what? She's
I
jealous.
I
Tracy's.
didn't, Ballet Babe, I didn't know that you had put down that you was going to contact her insurance company. I mean, that's like going real life though.
No, I told her I did contact her insurance company, but I didn't. But I just said it to piss her off.
Oh, it did. It worked. See, I mean,
Good.
I didn't think that you had said that, so whew.
No, I put it in there because I'm tired of her. She irritated me when she was sitting there talking about how she purposely got fat because it's going to be easier than dieting, pretty much. That's what she said in that video. And that she doesn't want to. She more or less made it sound like she didn't want to diet because it takes too long to get rid of the weight. So she purposely ate and got herself fat so that she can have this surgery. Who does
Yeah,
that?
but we all know that's bullshit. She just got fat. Get used to it, Laura. Welcome to being 49, you know?
How do you know it's bullshit, Tracy, though?
Well, I don't think that anybody would just sit around and get fat on purpose in order to have a surgery that is not
I
pleasant.
agree, Em.
So, I just don't believe that. I mean, she might have said it, but it was just one of those, just chalk it up to more stupid shit that Laura says. You got to pick your battles, Ballet Babe. Trust me.
Yeah, I'm learning that, Tracy. I'm just not used to dealing with people like this because I never did before. Before I came to YouTube, I've never dealt with such ugly people in my life. But, whatever. Um,
Angel Pepper, I can't. I'm on my phone, so I'm not able to check anything right now. But I don't think that we're going to accomplish anything continuing to go into people's real lives, because all it's going to do is piss them off, and they're going to retaliate by, finding your docs, throwing things out there. I mean, it's a vicious cycle that never ends. That's why we shouldn't be doing these kind of things, because it's not going to end well for anyone. That kind of stuff just needs to stop.
well, what my lawyer does is out of my hands. I want him to find out if she did this, because if she did, she's going to get fined. Then she'll really be begging for super chats. But you just don't do that to people. She's the one that went real life. She's the one that started this, not me. I always defended Laura. Laura can never say I said anything bad about her before this all happened, because I never did. And there's many times I was in Laura's room and I didn't agree with what she was saying in that. But you can't disagree with her when you're in her room, or she'll knock you out. I'm not even sure why she gave me a wrench. I feel like I was set up.
She gave it to you because she hated me, and she knew that me and you were into it. That's where it
Don't worry,
started.
Mel. I haven't forgotten it.
What does giving me a wrench have to do with you, though?
Um, it gave her content because she had you up, and you know, you was talking about how I, threatened to put your IP in 4chan, and so that right there gave Laura content, and that's where she went with it. She was
Like I
so
said, don't
gung
worry,
ho
Mel. I
about
haven't forgotten it. I don't forget shit.
burying me for something I said.
The
And you
night
know what? I shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that to you. I was angry, so I said something to you that would catch your attention. And that was wrong of me to do. Um,
But Sarah, we're past that. It's
oh,
over.
yeah, we definitely are for sure. It's just,
I mean, we were friends long before I was friends with Laura. I don't even think I was ever friends with Laura. I like never I never really talked to Laura on the phone like a lot of people do. I never had that connection with her like all of you had. I was never her friend. The night she
Right.
actually gave me a wrench was on her crime channel, and she was doing um, a a talk on this murder in Florida. And
I
when
agree
she
with Ems too. Sorry.
and when she started talking about this murder, I could tell she had no clue what she was talking about. So I went on to Google and I started Googling this murder. And I found a link that had some good videos attached to it and that. And I
Mm.
went back in her live and I told her about it. And I said, I was trying to post the link and I couldn't do it because I wasn't a mod. So that's the night she gave me the wrench. And I posted the link. And if she wouldn't have had that link, she would have had no content that night. That's the night she gave me a wrench. And then 2 days
Max, hi.
later,
I don't know how to drop my link. I don't know
then
how to do that. You have to look under the light truth and you'll find me. For whatever reason, it never changed. Brian's the one that convinced me to change the light, the light part. Plus, my account was cloned. But Ballet Babe, I just want you to know that going real life or even threatening to go real life is just not cool. And it's not cool for Laura. It's not cool for you. It's not cool for me. It's just not cool. Um, because with this community, you never really know who to believe.
yeah, I noticed.
Uh, you know, just like Fod, threatening to call the cops on me. Well, we know she called CPS on Brian, so why should I believe that she's above calling the cops on me? But everybody's just like, oh, that's just Fod. That's just Fod. You just got to get used to Fod. No, I don't have to get used to Fod. Fod needs to leave my name out of her mouth, and I will leave hers out of mine. I've told her this a long time ago when she first started coming at me.
How do I get my avatar up when I'm on a
I
panel
don't
like
know.
this? Like you
Sometimes
guys,
it
You got to
sometimes it
turn
just
your
doesn't
camera
work.
off.
my camera is off. Oh no, it
Oh,
isn't.
yeah.
You're right. It's just covered. Oh, okay. Learn something every day.
But either way, I just don't agree with going into somebody's life. I don't care what it is. I just don't
Tracy, I
agree with
never
it.
went into anybody's life, but
I know, but you threatened
when
to, and even though it was a goofy threat, and I'm sorry it was a goofy threat, because there's no way that you could possibly know her healthcare provider, or nor would they give you any information. Did it deserve a rant that was obviously so bad last night that Laura took it down? Um, I don't know. I mean, if you made a video saying you were going to contact my healthcare provider for whatever reason, I would probably clap back with something stupid. I wouldn't go on to say, your crotch stinks or, uh,
You're fat or age
yeah,
shame you.
yeah. I would just say that, okay, that's goofy. Or I would say what I usually say, which is something to the extent of go for it. It is wrong. You just don't do it. That's what I'm saying, Ballet Babe. You're going to have to pick your battles. Because when you were coming for me, Laura adored you. But
oh, I
now that you're
know
going for her, it's a whole different ball game.
she
Whole
adored me when
different
I
ball
was
game.
going after you and Sarah. Really,
You know,
the day that it's funny, Tracy. The day that you said you were going to knock my teeth out, you were going to come to my. I didn't know that video was even up, and it was in the afternoon, and I just happened to be online, which I'm not a lot of days, and I saw she was live, so I went over there, and people were like, "Oh, your ears must have been burning." So she played it. She knew that was going to thoroughly set me off. She knew it, and then she
fact
says
is, I should have never said it. I should
after
have
she
never said
played
it.
it, she says, "Let's hear that again," and played it a second time, and then it was played again that night. I mean, it was like she knew I was on fire, and she just kept pouring the gasoline at me, and that's why I attacked you so bad. But
Well, my
um
thing is, Ballet Babe, is you all were coming for my kid. You know, you were saying things like, I should never be a mother. I can't even take care of a dog. I mean, these were some low freaking blows. you know.
Well,
So
I
I
realize
did
that,
it.
and I
I
apologize
did.
to
I
you, and
threatened to
I'm
come and
sorry
kick your
for it.
teeth in, but I don't even know where you live. So there you
But
go. I don't
I
even
can't
know
go
your
back.
real name.
I can't go backwards, Tracy. All I can
That's
do is
right.
apologize
None of us can. None
and
of us
move
can go
on.
backwards. All we
You
can
know,
do is learn from our mistakes. That's it. But
the
I
only reason
personally
I threw
don't
your
think going
the
real
only reason
live or
I
even threatening it is cool. And that includes me. You know, I
the
should
only
have
reason
never
I
threatened to come for you.
the reason I threw your son in is because I knew when Laura did that, it really set you off, and so I was trying to do the same thing. Was it right? No, um, because I realized probably what you're going through with your child is very hard. And just like Sarah, what she's been through in her life and what she's overcome is wonderful. I think you know.
Did y'all
Well,
know you can't use two accounts? No, I didn't know that. Did y'all know you can't?
Yes.
Is
I've
that
known that for
new?
a while,
Because I
you
thought you were
can't.
allowed to have two accounts,
especially monetized
but
ones.
not three or four or five.
Oh, I'm not monetized on anything. I've never made a penny on here. That's why I keep wondering why I'm here. For aggravation. I don't know. Came here for fun. It's not really fun. I started coming on here because of Chris Watts. Thank you, Chris Watts. Um, and somehow I get into all this. I started out with Pink Lady Luck, believe it or not. Sarah, weren't you in her room
Who
in
in
the beginning?
Pinks?
Yeah, because
A
I think
long time ago, I was her mod.
okay, I think that's where I met you
Yeah.
because we were both mods in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's how I got involved in this crazy community. But um, yeah, Laura was probably of all the people I've been involved with, Laura was probably the worst one I could have gotten involved with. And you know, I think what aggravates me about myself is I knew she was no good. And I went with her anyway because I loved so many of the people in her room. And you were there, Sarah, and Tawanda was there, and then people started leaving one by one, and I got close to others, and I really got attached to the people in her chat. Everybody was so friendly and nice, and it wasn't really Laura that I went in there for. It was for the people in her room. Um, but
I'm just going to reiterate because I know Laura is streaming Sarah right now. I'm just going to reiterate the fact that I do not believe in going real life. Okay. That includes all of us. That includes you, Ballet Babe. That includes Laura. That includes me. That includes anyone. Don't say you're going to do it. Just don't do it. I know we all get upset and we all make threats, just like I threatened to come and kick your teeth in. I shouldn't have said that. There's no way in hell I was going to come to wherever you're at and kick your teeth in.
oh,
Um,
I know that.
but even threatening it is not cool. So, um, do you said you feel like Laura sold your information? I don't know. I can only say I know Laura has never done anything with my information. I know that. I know
Well, if
that.
she did too, she will pay for it. If she didn't, then she doesn't have anything to worry about. That's all I
Uh,
have to say. If she's worried about it, why? If she didn't do it. But I will continue to have it looked into and find out. Will I advertise it on here what I find out? No. Because it's really none of anybody's business. She'll get a letter.
Well, yeah, don't advertise it, because when you do and then she finds out about it, she's going to go nuts on it. She's going to use it for content and try to make you look like such this awful person. Just wait and see what the outcome is with the attorney before talking about it, cuz that gave her the open door to, you know, talk about your docs or talk about your
Thumperina
weight or
calls it
talk
out.
about.
The truth. Can you tell them I am not Marcia? People continue to attack me. Well, Thumperina, I can't say for 100% that you're not Marcia. I do not believe you are Marcia. But the goofiest thing I've ever heard was in a stream the other day where they said, prove you're not Marcia. Well, how in the hell do you prove you're not somebody without doxing yourself? And why should anybody on here have to prove who they are? Because people decide to come in under uh, things other than their real names. Who proves that, and how would you prove it?
Good question.
Eritrea.
Hey, Artria. Like I said, I'm so against the real life thing. Don't threaten it. Don't, I did it. I did it to you. I threatened to kick your teeth in. Of course, I never was going to come and kick your teeth in, but it was because so many people, because not so many, but you and others were going for my kid. And everybody knows if there's one way to set me off, it's to go for my kid. Just like Laura's thumbnail with the arm and the needle. It was going for my kid. And that's when I went for Laura. Well, not the only time I went for Laura, but that was the hardest. Laura made me fucking cry over that. And I swore I would never allow anybody on YouTube to ever make me cry again.
Hey,
After
Jen
that,
Bond.
after that is when I decided that no one on here is worth me crying over. Nobody. Except I have a handful of good friends that I talk to. I have a fantastic Patreon. I have a fantastic Discord. There's no bullshit. There's no doxing. There's no putting people's pictures in there. There's none of that garbage going on. Uh, and other people can't say that, but whatever.
I was never in a Discord. I am not on Twitter. I don't do any of that stuff. I don't have time. I have a real life. I think the thing that cracks me up the most is Laura calling me fat when she's the one going in for liposuction or whatever she's doing. And I weigh 100 pounds. I mean, really? Is that the best you can do? Maybe I should take a video with me in my jacuzzi tonight and fix her good.
There you go.
But
See,
you have to be
that's how
afraid to show your face
That's how
around
you
here.
come back. That's how you do a comeback. You don't threaten to call somebody's insurance company. You do
No,
a
because that's
video.
gonna set them off, and they're gonna get back at you any way they can. And Laura came out with some really mean slurs to you because she really thought that you did contact her insurance.
No, she didn't think that. She's not so stupid to believe that
I don't
somebody can pick
know.
up the phone and call. Number one, how would she know Laura's insurance provider? Number
Well,
two,
HIPAA laws
no insurance
prevent anyone
provider
from
is
being
going
able
to
to do
give
that.
anybody any information about Laura. So, no, she didn't really believe it, but it gave her a reason to attack.
It's Laura. She probably did believe it.
If she don't have a reason to attack, she will find one, and not just with me, with everybody.
Well, that's true, but
Especially
but you opened that door, Ballet Babe, when you said that.
Yeah.
true, but she's the one that said it. She opened the door. I mean, seriously, if I got fat on purpose because to have surgery, would I come on YouTube and brag about it?
Puss in
That
Boots, I don't know what that means. Puss in Boots said, "At the truth, this is Laura." No, you're not.
I
You're
mean,
Puss in Boots.
that's Laura's life. Who she's
Don't
going to
try to
pick
mess with
on.
me.
I think when she gets up in the morning, she tries to figure out who she's going to screw around with that day, and that's her content that night. What what content does she have other than picking on everybody in this community? I haven't seen any.
Well, it's going to be really selective on who she picks on now because she's got all the people that, was so against her on her side now. So she's going to pick out the ones that will not be submissive to her, and she'll go after all of those people. Sorry,
Well,
but it's true.
yeah, I'm probably going to remove that other channel. So if you guys want to see
Yeah,
it,
I think it would be a good idea only because, I mean, now that the door is wide open, she's going to do everything to come at you, and then she's going to dox you, and then it's just going to keep going and going and going. Just shut it down. Don't pay her any attention and let your attorney take care of it. If you really have your attorney like trying to find out information that she could have done, let him handle it. Don't
oh
try to
yeah, I
jeopardize it.
have. I put everything in his hands.
And
Um,
if you really want to get back at Laura, do what you said. She called you a fat whatever, then do a video of you in your um jacuzzi. Ha ha ha, Laura, you big dummy. But don't threaten to go real life. It's not cool. It's not cool for Laura. That means it's not cool for anybody.
yeah, but the
Um
problem with showing myself in a jacuzzi is then she's going to have my picture. And my attorney said, do not do that. My attorney wants me off YouTube. In fact, they told me to get off YouTube 6 months ago, and I haven't listened. So, you know,
well, I don't have an attorney. I definitely wouldn't hire an attorney. I mean, I don't have one on, standby.
I'm
And I
related
def
to him, Tracy. I don't have to pay him. That's why I have one.
well, I mean, that's cool.
He's a family
Um,
member.
that's cool. But like I said, I can honestly say Laura has never done anything to my personal information that I know of. I mean, I don't go snooping around porn sites or anything to see if I've been put on them. But she's never done anything with my information. Um, if your attorney told you uh, to get off of YouTube, then when you have an attorney, that's what they say is to listen to them. So
I don't even know. I have an attorney and I can't even get a hold of him half the time.
I just, it's hard for me to get off of here because as much crap that goes on, there are some people on here I really like. Um, Nenny, I just love Nenny to death. Jules and I have become very close, and there's people that I really like on here. Um,
well,
Yeah,
just
and stick with
associate.
them. You
Yeah, I
know,
mean, just hang with them. Nenny has a channel. Jules has a channel. Um, just stick with them. As far as me and Laura and Sarah go, because Laura feels the need to throw our names in every single live stream she does, then me and Sarah are going to continue to call out her bullshit. And even if she quits talking about me, that doesn't mean I'm going to quit talking about her because she makes it too easy. She
and
does
I
too
just
much
want to add
bullshit.
one thing. Laura, no. If you're streaming me right now, I need you to know I do not think about you when I'm having sex. Okay,
Ew, that was
carry
oh
on.
gross.
God.
That was gross. That was gross when she said
Ah,
that.
Hey, babe. Laura said that I think of her when we're having sex.
good
Just one look under her fake nails will tell you.
grief.
Yuck.
Yeah. I mean, you got to take a shower more than once every 3 days. Come on, Laura.
Once every 3 days. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
She never made it to
only
Florida.
she could come up with that. You're right, Sonia. Only she could come up with that.
I don't even once I shut YouTube off, I don't really think of anybody on YouTube.
Yeah,
I
I don't either. Like, I've spent the last 3 days and it's been great. Like, I've heard a few little things and I might have said hi in one or two chats, but I've literally been off for 3 days. Like, none. So, I don't know.
Well, and then like I said, what a bitch move to follow me over to Wendy V's. I'm just sitting and chilling in Wendy V's. Wendy V asked me to come on panel to explain something to her. Laura has me blocked and she comes over there in the chat. Come on, man, what a bitch move.
what the
And then
heck?
and then say that I'm obsessed with you. I
Right.
don't
And that's
follow
what
you to
bothers
chats,
me.
Laura. I
That's
don't
what
follow
bothers
you to
me the most.
chats. I
You
don't
know,
go and make up mobsters. I don't go into, you know, wherever you go, Laura G Mangoes or, I don't follow you around, Laura. You're the one doing the following around.
She's jealous, Tracy, because you have a lot of her people that left
Well,
her.
well, we do share a lot of subs. And I've always said, if you like Laura, that's cool. I don't have a problem with that. You know, I absolutely have no problem with anybody that watches both of us.
I don't
And there's
watch.
several people. There's several people that do. So I don't have a problem with that. Just like she seems to think I have some big problem with her and Ash and Starlight and Mandolin um, deciding to coexist. Do I have my opinion on why they're doing that? Yes, I do. I believe it's because of Tiffany, because Laura and Tiffany had a falling out. I believe that. That's my opinion. And I'm entitled to my opinion.
I think that when Makeup Mobster and Laura got real close again, I knew something was going to happen to Tiffany. I knew that was something was going to happen. I didn't know what, but I knew Laura was very jealous of that relationship, and I
Oh
think she would
yeah.
have done anything to split them up.
Fod is sharing troll accounts with Perplexed. Oh, God.
See, see,
Well,
somebody,
I
yeah,
don't know that to
somebody.
be, I don't know that to be fact. I'm just reading the chat, but that just means there's two idiots out there running around. I mean, I don't know what else to say. What can you say to that? If Fod is sharing troll accounts with Laura, then that means there's two idiots out there running around. I mean, I don't know. I mean, what do you say to that?
Do these people work? Do they like have a life other than YouTube? Because it doesn't seem to me that they do. They're here
What do
day.
you what do you think was opposite M's? You think all these people, I mean, I'm not getting on you, but I really want to know your opinion. You think all these people just woke up one day and said, "Yeah, I don't want to have any more beef with Laura. I don't want to have any more beef with her." Of course something brought it on. And it wasn't Laura, because uh when we tried to do the common ground thing, Laura hated it. She hated it.
Laura, it is wrong for her to be calling your insurance company. She said that she just said that she didn't actually do it. So I don't
I
know
said
what
it a
more you
dozen
want out of me and
times.
Tracy. Look,
Valley
I
Babe, how
don't
many
like
times have I
you,
sat up here
but
and
I
told
will
you,
say that
don't do
calling your
that, don't threaten to do it?
Why doesn't Laura call her insurance company and ask them if anybody called? Then she'll know.
Well, I mean, common sense tells you no insurance company is going to
well,
give
yeah,
you
they're
any
not going to give you
information.
information. It goes against the HIPAA law. It's not going to happen.
Oh, now
Well,
Laura's going to call the law because you started a channel to go after her.
Oh
Whatever.
God.
uh,
How many
Everybody,
times have we
hey,
heard that? Laura's calling the police. Laura's getting an attorney.
yeah,
Laura's doing
Laura.
this. Laura's doing that. And then she never does. It's just all it's hot air. She's not
okay,
Laura
moving a
that's
people
damn
it.
have.
bit of
As
that.
soon as I hang up, I'm going to call 911 and I'm going to point them in every direct. Well, I'm not going to call 911. I'll call their non-emergency number. But I'm going to point them in the direction of everybody that's threatened me, everybody that said it. Come on, people. You're not calling the police. You're not calling an attorney. You know what they're going to tell you? Log off.
I mean, a lawyer will take your money for sure, but there's not a lot that they can do because someone made a channel about you. What the fuck?
It's not. I just what I started is just a drama channel. It wasn't really made for Laura. It's just that she's the only one on it right now because she's the only one I have anything against. But I just wanted to keep the baloney away from my dance channel because some of my kids watch that channel. I
Right.
don't. They don't need to be in on this drama stuff. It's so I'm trying to keep the dance strictly dance.
My
That was
kid
the
does not. He
purpose.
asked for my channel name one time and I said nope. And now he thinks I'm goofy. He's like, Mom, why do you do YouTube? Because when he goes to YouTube, it's to watch a video or, listen to music or something.
Yeah, I don't think most people understand what we're doing. I'm not even sure I do. Um, I don't know. I mean, you get in these rooms and you do meet people that you really like and you have fun and you laugh. And I can tell you when Pink Lady Luck started her channel, I had a ball in there. I mean, I would laugh until I cried. She was funny. She did parodies of Molly and her son would come on and he was as crazy as her, and her daughter came on a couple times, and I mean it was fun. We had some good times and good laughs in there,
I
and
don't
it
have no
all.
beef. I don't have no real beef with Pink. I really don't, so, but I look at it like this. Your beef is your beef and Pink's beef. That's your all's beef.
But I'm not saying it to attack Pink. I'm just saying how I started here. That it was a fun place at one time. But maybe it'll get back to that someday. I don't know. It's just I think most of these people, from what I can see and from what I'm gathering with when I watch different people, is the people that are on here all the time and cause the most trouble don't have a life outside of YouTube. This is their life. And
Well,
I
and this
never
might have a lot. This might have a lot to do with the recent shutdown that people are starting to lose their minds. Now, I can't say that that's Laura's problem because, in my opinion, Laura's always lost her mind over some crazy shit. But that's what she does. That's how she entertains people. She loses her shit, and people think it's funny. Okay, I mean, what can you say to that? It's what Laura does. She says she's true crime. But she's not. She might as well admit she's drama. She's like the rest of us. She's no different. Um, but like I said, for a businesswoman to say that me and Sarah, our names bring her numbers down, then I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not even a businesswoman, but I can promise you that if somebody was hurting my channel, and my channel was supposed to be my empire someday, as a businesswoman, I would stop that.
I don't believe that.
But I'm
I
going to go
don't
back
believe
to
that at
chat.
all.
So thanks for having me up, Sarah. Laura, if you're listening, I did tell Ballet Babe that going real life sucks and you shouldn't do it. Nobody should do it. Uh, Nobody should even threaten it. It just it just shouldn't.
No,
You
it's
just
not
shouldn't
going
do
to
it.
lead anywhere productive. If we're sitting there telling people that we're going to go real life on them, they're absolutely going to retaliate. They're going to
Yeah.
say some mean digs. They're going to, dox you. I mean, if I can understand why Laura's saying that she's got your dox because you're doing this or doing that. It's never going to end if we keep provoking her with real life stuff. And that's why I try my best to keep everything on YouTube, said on YouTube, in YouTube. I don't want to go outside of YouTube into her real life. I don't want to do that. I just like to critique the things she says here on this platform. That's all. I'm not trying to dig into Laura's real
I
life. I
don't
could really
even watch
care less
Laura
about her
anymore.
real life.
The couple clips I have, that's as long as I listen to her. I 2 or 3 minutes, 5 minutes. That's the most I can handle.
I
I
just wanted to come on here to call Detroit a nasty ass because they're over there saying that the words that they're saying comes from a Tupac song. And no Tupac song. Well, I don't know about no Tupac song because I don't listen to him. Is it Tupac or Tupac? It's Tupac, right? But those are not Tupac lyrics about your boyfriend and that situation. And I don't even want to repeat it again. I'm sorry that Corey even has to relive this. But now Detroit says that I make all the rules on YouTube. Trust me, Detroit, if I made the rules, bitch, you wouldn't be here. So, because I think you're nasty, I think you're a flip flopping bitch. You know, that's just my opinion. And I'm entitled to that. So remember, guys, there's real life shit going on out there. The COVID cases are on the rise again. Whether you believe it or not, that's up to you too. But I don't agree in real life. I don't agree Laura doing it. I don't agree with you doing it. I don't agree with anybody. And when you put it out there that you're gonna do it, Truth, you are wrong for trying to portray her as a monster. Okay, Ash 274. Okay, so you can validate this comment. Okay, I'm sorry, Corey. I'm going to have to repeat it. As bad as I hate to, I'm going to have to repeat it for Ash 274. So you can validate this comment and tell me, Ash 274, if this is okay. Because you had your boyfriend beat the baby out of you because you did not want it. And then she says her name, flips her off 3 times, and that is okay with you, right, Ash? Is that what you're telling me? Because in all the years that I've known, in all the time, not years, but in all the time that I've known you and Corey to go at it, I've never heard you say something that disgusting. So if you can back that comment, then I'm sorry, Ash. I got a problem with that. Oh my God, Ash, you all portrayed her as a monster and more.
I have to give you one thing, Tracy. You say what you feel, and I like that about you.
Well, thank you. Um,
Hey,
I
true
you know,
helper.
you know how Laura says constantly that it's her story and nobody has the right to talk about it. Well, why doesn't that include Corey? Why doesn't that include Corey? It's Corey's story, and only Corey has a right to talk about it. Why does that rule only apply to Laura? Tell me that.
Because Laura thinks she's the queen of YouTube and can do whatever she wants.
Laura just stood up on a panel the other day and said it's her life, it's her story, and only she can talk about it. But it doesn't apply to everybody else on YouTube. So I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way, Laura. It doesn't work that way. So I'm going to jump down in the chat. True Helper, I don't know if Sarah's going to stay on. I don't know if True Helper wants to come up, but
No,
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
going
gonna
to.
have to jump down here in a minute because I gotta go and do this stuff for my son.
I have to go too. I got real life going on here. Um, Thank you, Sarah, for letting me up.
Well, yeah, come up anytime. I just, just try to let it go, or at least let your attorney handle it.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
gonna.
know.
I have been letting him handle it, and I haven't even, like I said, been going to her channel because I can't stand listening to her anymore.
Yeah.
Um,
And sometimes it's for the best, I mean, before things actually go real life.
yeah,
There's been so many times I've had to just sit back and not say a word because I knew that if I did, it wouldn't have a good outcome. And I knew they would use it against me. So, I've learned to kind of not say what I feel because every time I do, it seems to get me in trouble. And then I end up regretting what I said. You know what I mean? Like the whole email exchange between me and you. I should have never sent that email to you. I did it out of anger. Will I ever do anything like that again? No. And I think I mean, we've kind of made amends with that. And I think that's a good thing for people to, be able to work things out instead of just carrying on the hate and making it worse. So,
that's because we're adults and we can talk to each other like an adult. That's why
yeah.
we worked it out.
Yeah. And I think that, that can be really beneficial when people work things out. Um, as for me, I don't want to work things out with Laura, but I'm not going to try to provoke her with like using anything with her real life or um, anything like that. I don't bring her children up. I keep things on YouTube because I don't want it to go any further. Laura
I guess
knows I can be unhinged sometimes, and I don't want it to get to that point.
I'm not going to sit in anybody's room ever again that I don't agree with the creator and what they're saying and what they're doing. I will never do that again. That was my biggest mistake, was even being in her room. At that time, there really wasn't a whole lot of places to go.
Oh,
And
I
like,
agree.
and all you guys were there, and she comes on every night. And I really think that's why she has all the people she does, because that is a place for everybody to meet at every night. And
Right.
I think if we got some good channels going at night where people could go and get away from all this bullshit, I think she'd lose people. I really do.
And
Um,
see, this is why I'm having such a hard time with all this, because when I did leave Laura, I was able to make amends with people and I was able to say, you know what, I'm sorry that I said this and I said that. And we was able to make things cool. And so I got to know these people and, I have respect for them. So for me to see them in there, it kind of does sting a little because I'm sitting there like, whoa, where's this gonna leave us? Like, how is this gonna work? I don't want these people to become my enemy now. So it's really hard for me to say things because I don't want these people to be my enemy because I actually like them.
Yeah, I have a few in there the same way that acted like they were so concerned after what happened to me, and they were calling me and they were emailing me, and um, now I don't hear from them, and they're all just still over there. So whatever. But I have had a few that have stuck by me, and they're my real friends. So that's who I'll hang out with.
Yeah. And that's all that matters at the end of the day. You know, all this YouTube petty bullshit is just petty bullshit. At the end of the day, there's people that stand by you and that are friends with you. And that's what matters the most.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I love you, girl. Hang
I
in
love
there.
you too.
I'm gonna go do real life.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got to do the same for my son. My husband took him up to the school and now he forgot something, so I'm going to have to take it up there. Kids.
How's the weather there?
I'm sorry. Oh, it's so chilly out today. It's beautiful. I don't know, it's maybe mid 50s if that.
Oh my, it's freezing cold for me.
Yeah. It was like 56 inside of my house this morning, and I contemplated turning the heat on, but I was like, no, I just can't force myself to do it yet.
I still have the AC on, so
Oh, wow.
I haven't gotten to that point yet. We're still in the 90s.
Oh gosh. Yeah, see, that's too warm for me. I'm one of those people that could live in Alaska and be just fine.
Oh, not me. Not me. I grew up in Pennsylvania and I hated it. That's why I left.
Oh yeah, see, Ohio is the land of oppositional weather. We
Oh
can
my.
have really warm weather one day and then it be freezing cold the next.
They
Or
complain.
it'll be really cold that night, and then when you wake up the next day, it's like warm by 10 o'clock. Ugh.
Your weather is worse than Pittsburgh, isn't it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We haven't seen bad snow for a while, but I kind of miss those days.
Oh, well, the weatherman will be telling you we're going to have the worst winter we ever had. You watch. Just like
Yeah.
we were going to have the worst hurricane season we were ever going to have. Nothing happened to anybody this year except COVID.
Hmm.
So,
I don't know. They're saying that the COVID, that, the second or third wave is coming back in. Who knows? They said
that's
it's going to
another
get bad again because of the weather.
that's another thing I quit listening to, because when it first started, I would get up every morning and turn on the news, and it would freak me out. And I think everybody, it was new for us, and we really didn't know what was going on. And I just don't pay any attention to it now. Whatever comes along, it comes along.
Yeah, there's so much propaganda mixed in with the real stuff. You never know what's real and what's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, news sources they're notorious for putting out propaganda. So I refuse to watch the news anymore. I don't know. Can't do it.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's too depressing, and
Hmm.
I don't believe them. They all lie.
They do.
So I don't know. Anyway, whatever happens, it's in God's hands. I look at it that way. If I'm to get it and I'm to die, it's in His hands. There's not much I can do about it.
Right.
You wear your mask, you protect yourself the best you can. I personally don't like these masks. These people that are riding around in their car with a mask on and nobody else is in the car. I mean, I have to laugh every time I see somebody go by. It's like, um, you're carrying it a bit too far. You do need fresh air.
Yeah, and it's really sad. Like, I wasn't, I wouldn't say that I didn't believe in COVID, but I questioned it until my husband's friend and my doctor passed away with it just a few weeks ago.
Oh my God.
So, yeah, like that really got me.
Your doctor?
Yeah, my doctor, and he was a fit guy. He was strong and he was very cautious with what he did and what he ate. He was a very smart man. And to see him, he had a pulmonary embolism and it was because of the COVID. So, yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I was really shocked, and that, yeah, it was sad. It was sad. There's been so many people's lives that have been touched by COVID, and I mean, I don't know. It's sad.
I think you have to be careful. Yeah, you have to wash your hands. Yeah, you have to wear a mask when you're around other people. But to have such fear that you're not leaving your house is not good either.
Right.
You do need fresh air. You do need to go outside without a mask on. because our bodies need fresh air.
Right.
And you're not getting fresh air with a mask on. You're breathing in carbon dioxide, which is bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder how many people are really using these cloth masks, and are they washing them at the end of the day? I would put money on it that they're not. Then your hands are dirty, and then they stick their hands up under the mask. And I mean, I'm going in stores now where there's no hand sanitizer at the door. To me, that's really important, to keep your hands as clean as covering your face. So I don't know. I think that people are confused because in the beginning it was we shouldn't wear masks, we should wear gloves, and we shouldn't wear gloves. And it's like, does anyone really know what we're dealing with here? I don't know. All I know is I won't be first in line for the vaccine. You all can get it.
I'm
If
not.
you're still
No.
alive the following year, let me know.
Yeah, I definitely won't be doing the vaccine. I'm good on all that. If it
Yeah,
happens, it happens with me. That's where I'm at. I refuse to ever take a vaccine ever again. I
me
had a
too. I
yeah,
don't
I
do
had a
any of
bad
them.
reaction to it when, when they used to do flu shots, they used to do them at my work. So it was kind of mandatory that we had it. Oh my gosh, I got so sick. Never again.
Yeah, and if you tell a doctor you got sick from an injection, they won't believe you
Yeah.
because they say it's a dead virus. But many, many people get sick from them.
Mhm.
And I'll tell you, my husband passed away 4 years ago, a little
Oh.
over 4 years ago. He died from COPD. He was a chain smoker. I
Mhm.
mean, I've never seen anybody smoke like he did, one after the other after the other. I always made him go outside. So if you want to kill yourself, you go right ahead, but you're not going to kill me. So anyway, the reason I'm telling you this is August of that year, he got pneumonia, and he got his shots faithfully, and he was hospitalized, and he had COPD. He was in stage 4 at the time and got the pneumonia anyway. And nobody was around him. He was in bed all the time. I was the only one around him. And I had gotten my injections when he was sick because I didn't want him to get sick. So
Right.
when he got out of the hospital, they told his doctor said to me he should go get the Pneumo 13, which just had that was kind of new that year.
Mhm.
Um, and I said, I don't think that's a good idea. And he says to me, he needs it. And I thought, I'm not going to get in an argument with you, but I don't think he should have it. I mean, when you get a flu shot or pneumonia shot, what's the first thing they ask you? Have you been sick lately? Are you sick?
Right.
You know, this guy was skin and bone. He was 113 pounds. He was so weak he could barely walk.
Oh,
And he's
palliative.
telling him that he needs this shot. So when we got in the car, he said to me, do you think I should get it? And I said, you know what I'm going to say. No, but you have to do what you want. It's your body and he's your doctor. It's between you two. If you want it, I will gladly take you to get it, but I don't think you should. Well, he listened to the doctor, and I took him to get the injection at Walgreens. They had to come out to the car to give it to him because he was too weak to walk into the store. And that night, he was burning up with fever. He
Oh,
never
God love him.
recovered. He never recovered from that, and he died a few months later. And
I'm so sorry.
he had no life. So, um, Turquoise, no, that was in 2016 that happened. I think now they combine the Pneumo 13 is in the injections, but I know somebody that's one of these upper people that goes and sits in on these meetings when they decide what's going to be in these flu shots. And what they do is they pick the strains that are going to make them the most money. And a
Mhm.
lot of times when they make these decisions, there's a new strain that comes out, and that's why people get the flu anyway, because that strain isn't in the injection. So to me, it's a money making racket.
Oh, absolutely. That's the whole pharmaceutical industry.
Yeah, it is. Pill, pill, pill.
Yeah.
So
And
anyway,
just like insulin. Oh my God, my daughter's a type 1 diabetic. I
oh
mean,
my.
yeah, so she has to have insulin. but the pharmacies don't, the pharmaceutical industry, they don't care. You know, it costs maybe 25 cents to make a vial of insulin, pennies on the dollar. You know how much they charge for just one vial? It's $100 if you don't have insurance. And just like the
Wow.
test strips, if you get a box of test strips and don't have any insurance, oh, that's going to run you $70 to $80. It's so stupid and insane. You know, these companies know that these people have to have this stuff. That's why they jack up the prices. It'll never change. It's disgusting.
Yeah, it is. It's really sad. Well, I love you, girl. I got things to do.
I
Thank
love
you.
you. You have a
Yeah.
great day, Ballet Babe.
I'll talk to you soon. Take
All
care,
right.
everybody.
You
Bye.
too. Bye. And I know that Laura probably streamed this. Good on her. I don't care. I'm not going to strike her or anything like that. It doesn't bother me. If that's what she wants to use for content, then so be it. I would like to say that, you know, whatever happened between her and Ballet Babe, that's on them. I don't agree with going real life, you know, contacting insurance companies. And I mean, I don't even know if she knows Laura's real insurance company's name. That's really hard to figure out. But if she did, whatever, not my business. I'm not going to fight a fight for Laura. I'm just not. Do I agree with what Ballet Babe did? No. But it is what it is. I can't change anybody's mind. I can't tell people what to do, nor am I going to tell people what to do and who to like. I'm not going to say this person's doing this, so don't like them. I'm going to call a certain person out for what they do. I don't care about what everybody else does. That's on them. I have my own reasons to why I don't like Laura, and it's not going to change until I want it to change. And I'm not there yet. You know, if other people are, and if they want to make amends with her and be cool with her, that's on them. I'm not there. I don't want to be there. Um, I don't know. You know, there's people that absolutely adore Laura that I love with all my heart. I'm not about to try to change their perspective. I'm not going to try to, you know, influence them to be on this side of the chalk. I'm not going to do it, you know. I'd hope that we're adult enough to where we can keep our friendship in good standings, even though we don't like this creator. And if it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. I don't want it to get dirty. That's what I don't want. I'm trying so hard to not say things that's going to get my ass in trouble with people that get along with her. I just don't want that. I don't want that. But it's whatever. Um, hey, Derry D. No, and you know, Derry D, I never would. I know that you like Laura, and I'm not bothered by that. Like, I don't care who goes and likes her. You know, you guys have your own reasons for liking her, and I have reasons that I don't like her. And I will never judge you for liking her. I just won't do it. I think Derry D is one of the sweetest people on this earth, and I know that she likes Laura. I'll never sit there and say to her, "Oh, well, if you're going to come over here, you you know, you have to unsub Laura." I'll never do that. I don't like, I don't, how do I word this? I don't dislike you just because you like Laura. I'm not going to do that. It's whatever. I have a lot of respect for Derry. I have a lot of respect for a lot of people that, you know, like Laura. It is what it is. I don't like Laura for some of the things she says and does. That's just it. It doesn't go beyond that. But like I said, I've got to jump off here and I've got to go run some stuff up to my son that he somehow forgot. I have no idea how he forgot the stuff. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great weekend. I'd like to do some stuff with True Helper. I seen him in a comment and he said he's got an idea. He's got a few ideas. I'd like that, True Helper. I'm going to reach out to you for sure. But with all that said, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Sorry that I came live talking about this. I felt like I needed to, and I am not obsessed. Let's get that clear. I don't go to panel and listen to see if Laura says my name and then go live about it like she does with me. She's done this twice now, and she's streamed me. I haven't done that to her. So with that being said, I hope everybody has a great weekend. I'm going to jump off here and become productive, I guess. All right. See you guys later. Thank you for listening to me rant. Bye, guys.